Let me take you back to a time before automobiles, a time before airplanes, a time before telephone. That's right, we're going back to the Wild West, where a certain cowboy by the name of Resolved Rush protects the land. Who shoots best in the whole West? Whose beauty makes deserts glow? Let us join them on their quest. Resolved Rush, Princess Meadow. In a California town called Walnut Grove, the bartender, Two-Finger Tom, poured a tall glass for the usual crowd: Rattlesnake Reginald, Dead Tooth Darius, and Paul.
Did y'all fellas hear that Buck Romano and the boys robbed a bank down in Tanbark?
The bartender asked the men. Rattlesnake Reginald responded first.
I ain't afraid of no Bucky Romano, or his ugly brother. Hold your tongue, Rattlesnake. Let's not speak any hubris now. Their body count is larger than the old bull at my family farm. I heard that when Buck draws his pistol, he hums a little song, then shoots down everybody in the room. Not a soul has ever lived to tell the tale.
Paul speaks up.
Tom, if no one has ever lived to tell the tale, how do you know the tale?
What did I say about plot holes, Paul?
You said that no one gives a darn about a plot hole. Darius, that's mine.
Darius grabs Paul's glass.
If there's one man we should be worried about, it's Resolved Rush.
Nonsense. Resolve never harm no innocent man.
But we ain't exactly innocent men.
True.
They say Resolved Rush has two different eye colors. One brown and one blue eye he took out of the head of an enemy.
They say Resolved Rush once killed 10 men with one bullet. Well, 'cause he shot a stagecoach driver and he rode off a mountain. Yeah, that's still impressive, though.
Two-Finger Tom pours Paul a new glass of ale.
Yeah, well, I heard that when Resolve proposed to the Princess Meadow, he got all the coyotes in the desert to serenade them as the sun set.
Paul, I told you if you said something like that one more time, I'd have to ban you from the bar. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, knock on wood, we never see Resolved or Buck Romano around these parts.
Dead Tooth Darius knocks on the counter.
Darius, that counter ain't wood. It's cork.
The three men look at each other with fear filling their eyes. Suddenly, they hear footsteps approaching the bar.
Paul, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, but there's a few fellows pointing pistols at me.
5 men enter the saloon, one of them holding a pistol to Paul's head. This man has long curly brown hair and a handlebar mustache. He is the outlaw Buck Romano.
Howdy, gentlemen. Here's how this is gonna go. You're gonna bring me to your safe, or I'm gonna get my men to cut off one of your pretty little fingers.
No, please.
Two-Finger Tom pleaded to Buck Romano.
I won't be able to pick up anything with only one finger.
Sure you can, Tom. Yeah, you just use your finger and your palm. Here, I can demonstrate with my nickel.
Hey, whoa. Don't take another step. And give me that nickel.
Yes, sir. Whoops.
The nickel rolls all the way under the door of the saloon where it hits somebody's boot. That somebody picks up the coin. He pushes open the saloon doors.
Tails. Who called it? It's Resolved Rush. Drop your weapons, and I'll let you live.
Drop your weapon, and I'll let you live.
I don't think he's being genuine, guys.
Nope. I fear he ain't.
As resolved, and the men raise their pistols, a beautiful lady enters the saloon.
Resolved. What is taking so long on that gin and tonic? Meadow, wait in the wagon. I am so sick of waiting in this wagon. Can't we hurry up?
Woman, this is men's business.
Meadow pulled the pistol out of Resolve's hand. Buck Romano and his men fell to the ground. Meadow handed back the gun.
So, bartender, about that drink?
After Resolved and Princess Meadow left the saloon, they continued on their journey to San Bernardino.
You know, it's only a day's journey to the ocean. We could take a short detour. Meadow, we just killed Buck Romano. I just killed Buck Romano? Yes, and good job, but Buck Romano's brother Gareth could be looking for revenge right this moment. Mr. Rush, do my ears deceive me, or are you scared? I don't fear death, but I fear your death. Well, how nice, but I'm in the company of the greatest cowboy in the West. I think I'll be fine. You will be fine, once I drop you off at the army base in San Bernardino. Then I'll go find that son of a gun Gareth Romano and bring him back dead or alive.
The next morning, Resolved Rush awoke early and found the princess in deep sleep. He felt bad for his attitude the previous day, so he ventured out on his pet grizzly bear Lou. After an hour or so of wandering around, he found a patch of red flowers.
The California poppy, Princess Meadow's favorite.
Resolved arrived back at the camp to find the princess and her horse missing.
Meadow, where'd you go?
Resolved found a note nailed to the back of the wagon. He read the note out loud.
Mr. Rush, come to the shores of San Diego by tomorrow or lose your love forever? Oh no, that coward Gareth Romano took the princess. Jippy Jai Joe, come on, Lou, we gotta save her.
Lou the grizzly bear carried Resolved and his wagon for hours until the sun went to sleep. The sky was pitch black. As they trudged along, poor old Lou was starting to get tired.
Come on, Lou, we can't sleep now. The princess's life is on the line.
Despite the bear's best efforts, he soon fell to the ground and passed out. Resolved lit a match and peered around the land.
Hello?
Out from the shadows, a figure slowly moved towards Resolved. Resolved raised his pistol at the figure.
Who's there? Show yourself.
A small man came into view.
Hey, my name's Mike. Howdy, bro.
That accent you have, what is it? Are you, from a foreign land?
Yeah, I'm from Boston. I'm out here trying to get some gold. You seen any?
I ain't searching for no fortune. I'm searching for my lady. She was kidnapped by an outlaw named Gareth Romano. He wrote me this note confessing his crime.
For an outlaw, he's got good calligraphy. San Diego? Guy, I was just in San Diego the other day. I could show you a shortcut.
Okay, but I'm warning you not to cross me now. I can shoot an acorn out of the beak of a bird from 100 yards out.
That's wicked, bro.
Mike pulled out a fifth of fire whiskey and took a swig.
I'll show you the shortcut in the morning. Right now, I'm gonna crash.
When morning came, Mike directed the wagon towards the ocean.
Yeah, we just keep along this road for a while until we see a lot of water. That's the ocean. So this Gareth Romano character, is he a cool guy?
No, he ain't. He burnt an entire village to the ground.
Hey, we've all been there. That's why I'm not allowed to smoke in Boston anymore. Anything else cool at Gareth?
His wagon wheels are made of solid gold from all his bank robberies.
That's nothing special. I've seen tons of people with golden wheels.
What? No, you have not.
Sure I have. I saw someone ride a golden-wheeled wagon into town and shoot the sheriff. Hey, yeah, that guy over there. He's got golden wheels, too.
Mike pointed at a wagon in the distance. Resolve squinted his eyes.
What? That's Gareth Romano! Jippy Jai Joe, we gotta save the princess!
And so, the wagon pulled by the grizzly bear sped off towards the golden wheels. Gareth Romano caught sight of the bear and started off up the mountain.
Hand over the princess, Gareth!
I don't have no princess. but I do have a Colt Python.
Gareth Romano pointed his pistol at Resolved. Faster than a blinking eye, Resolved drew his gun and precisely shot Gareth in the shoulder, causing him to drop his gun and fall off his horse into the dirt. Resolved hopped onto Gareth's horse, still pulling the wagon. Mike hopped on behind him.
Meadow, can you hear me? Mike, we have to slow this horse down so we can save the princess.
Maybe if we remove the wagon, it'll be easier for the horse to slow down.
No, don't do that.
But it was too late. Mike disconnected the horse from the wagon, and those golden wheels rolled right off the cliff. Resolved hopped off the horse and sobbed as he peered over the cliff.
No! Meadow!
He was so absorbed in grief, he couldn't hear Mike's warnings.
Resolved! Behind you!
Go ahead, Romano. You already killed my heart. Might as well just shoot me through the head, too.
I don't have a darn clue what you're whining about, but I'm gonna send your carcass off this cliff for killing my little brother.
Oh, would you please stop giving him credit for everything I do?
With one well-placed kick, Princess Meadow sent Gareth Romano off the cliff to his death.
Meadow, how'd you escape the wagon? I was never in the wagon. I was on my way to San Diego Beach when I heard all this commotion. I knew only you could cause such a scene. You mean you wrote the letter? I sure did, and it'll be the last letter you ever get from me if you don't stop treating me like I'm a damsel in distress.
I think we can both agree who the damsel in distress is right now. I'm sorry, Meadow. From now on, we're partners. 50-50.
How about 60-40? After you kill 2 Romanos by yourself, we'll renegotiate. Now, I think I'm owed a trip to the beach.
Hey, Princess. So great to meet you. I'm Mike. I know a shortcut to the ocean. Follow me.
And so, Resolved Rush, the Princess Meadow, Lou the Grizzly Bear, and Mike the Bostonian set off for the beautiful shores of San Diego.